Child of God, heaven has waited for this very moment to speak directly into your life. If your spirit has been restless, if your heart has been praying silently for years, tonight, the weight of your waiting is breaking. Could it be that the sign you've been longing for is finally here? Could it be that God is revealing the next step in your divine love story? Take a deep breath and open your heart, for this is a message of hope, restoration, and unstoppable destiny. Beloved, welcome back to Angel Code Message. To all new souls joining us today, know that you are seen, cherished, and deeply loved by the Creator Himself. I invite you to find a quiet moment, center your spirit, and prepare to receive what heaven is sending. And if you feel the stirrings of confirmation in your spirit right now, type "I believe" in the comments below. Declare it boldly, for your declaration aligns heaven's favor over your life. Listen closely. Child of God, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary. Your soulmate, the one heaven handpicked for you, has been on a journey of preparation just as much as you have. This person may surprise you, for God's ways are always beyond human expectation. They may be younger than you expect, wealthier in ways that will bring not just comfort, but restoration to your life. They have been shielded, groomed, and aligned by God's hand, and now, the veil of fear that once held them back is finally breaking. Yes, beloved, the delay you experienced was never denial. Every moment of waiting, every tear of disappointment, every silent prayer was shaping the one who is now moving boldly toward you. You may notice subtle signs first, a message at the perfect moment, an unexpected encounter, or an inner knowing that something significant is approaching. Heaven is whispering to your heart, pay attention to these divine signals, for they are the fingerprints of God's orchestration. I see your past wounds, the rejections that pierced your soul, the seasons of lack that seemed endless, the dreams that felt delayed. God says, those moments were not wasted. They were necessary. I was preparing both of you, refining your hearts, restoring your faith, and aligning your spirits for a union that will surpass all human understanding. This is a love that heals not just your emotional heart, but also the generational line, bringing blessing to your family, your community, and your legacy. Take a moment, beloved. Ask yourself quietly, could this be what you've been sensing lately? Could this sudden stir, this unusual boldness in your spirit, be the answer to prayers whispered long ago? The one approaching you is not ordinary. Their love will not only meet your emotional needs, but will also serve a higher divine purpose. This is a connection ordained to uplift, to restore, to empower, and to glorify God's name through your lives together. Do not be distracted by age, status, or appearance, for God's plan does not conform to the world's standards. The wealth, the status, the unexpected timing goal are part of God's perfect strategy. Isaiah 43:19 reminds us, see, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Beloved, a new thing is coming into your life. Love so divinely orchestrated that it cannot be delayed any longer. Reflect on Ecclesiastes 3:11. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Every setback, every waiting period, every season of questioning has been carefully timed by God, and now, the beauty of His timing unfolds. This union carries not just personal joy, but also material and spiritual restoration. Think of the doors that will open, the divine favor that will align in your career, finances, and spiritual calling, all because God sent this person to walk with you in perfect harmony. Proverbs 18:22. declares, "He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord." And I tell you, child of God, this message is not only about marital alignment, it is about divine restoration and the fulfillment of long-awaited promises. As you prepare your heart, as you continue to nurture your faith, remember that gratitude amplifies manifestation. Give thanks now for the blessings that are already on their way. Speak them into existence with faith and confidence. Now, hear this repeated revelation clearly. Yes, beloved, the delay was never denial. God was preparing the one who carries your restoration. Let these words sink deeply into your spirit. This is a bold move, a leap of faith, a divine intervention that cannot be explained by human logic. God says, "Watch closely, for what was once hidden will now emerge with clarity and purpose." Your spiritual preparation, just as much as theirs, has been meticulous. Healing past disappointments, growing in understanding, embracing patience, these were not idle moments. They were sacred, intentional, and absolutely necessary. Genesis 2:18 reminds us, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Beloved, this helper is not just a companion, but a divinely tailored partner for your spiritual and earthly mission. And now, as this person draws near, you will feel an unmistakable sense of alignment. Your energies, your visions, and your destinies are converging. Psalm 37:4 says, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Your delight, your trust, your faith in God's timing is what makes this moment so powerful. Open your heart fully, knowing that what God is doing cannot be hindered by fear, doubt, or past experiences. Child of God, hear this, listen again. This person entering your life is not ordinary. They are divinely assigned. Their boldness, their wealth, their presence is part of God's plan to elevate you, heal you, and restore all that has been lost. And while the world may question the timing, the Lord reminds you, "My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts." Isaiah 55:8-9. Trust the divine orchestration. Beloved, reflect for a moment on the generational impact of this divine union. The blessings you receive together will ripple through your family line. Opportunities, favor, and divine wisdom will flow, and your lives will serve as a testimony to the miraculous work of God. Do not underestimate the spiritual magnitude of this connection. It is not merely romantic, it is prophetic. It is a sign, a confirmation, a tangible manifestation of heaven's plan for your life. So, beloved, take a deep breath. Beloved, as we continue, take a quiet moment and breathe deeply. Feel the weight of heaven's promise settling into your spirit. God says, "Do not doubt, for I have already positioned the one who carries your restoration." Their heart beats in alignment with yours, and their steps are divinely orchestrated to meet you at the perfect moment. Can you sense it? That pull in your spirit, that gentle knowing whisper, this is heaven affirming that what you have longed for is finally coming to pass. Child of God, understand this, divine timing is rarely human timing. That delay you endured was purposeful, sanctified, and filled with preparation. Ecclesiastes 3:21 reminds us there is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Your season was a sacred rehearsal, a refining fire to make your heart ready, to ensure that when your soulmate appears, both of you are spiritually mature, emotionally grounded, and fully aligned with God's perfect will. Now, Listen carefully. This person approaching you may show up in ways that feel surprising. They may not arrive in the manner you expected, yet God assures you that their entrance will be unmistakable. Perhaps you will see them in a place you frequent, hear from them at a moment you least anticipate, or experience a dream that vividly confirms their presence. These are not coincidences, they are divine signals. Psalm 37:23 declares, "The steps of a good person are directed by the Lord." He delights in every detail of their life. Every encounter, every interaction is being guided by heaven's hand. Beloved, the fear that once held your soulmate back is crumbling. They have been hesitant, perhaps unsure of how to approach or how to express what God has placed in their heart. But now, the courage to act is rising within them. God says, "Watch as they step forward boldly, carrying the blessing, the wealth, and the love I have assigned for you." The boldness you are witnessing is divine intervention. It is heaven's blueprint unfolding in real time. And do not underestimate the spiritual preparation they too have endured. Just as you have been refined, so has your soulmate. They have faced trials, conquered insecurities, and healed from past wounds. This journey was essential, for God does not align to hearts that are unprepared for the divine assignment they are called to fulfill together. Genesis 2:18 reminds us, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." This helper has been crafted by God's hands to complement your spirit, to amplify your destiny, and to walk beside you in divine purpose. Take a moment to feel the restoration flowing through your life. Material blessings will follow, yes, but the greater restoration is spiritual and emotional. The wounds of rejection, the seasons of lack, and the disappointment of past relationships will dissolve in the presence of this divine connection. Your heart, your spirit, and your life are about to enter a new era of abundance, joy, and alignment. Psalm 37:4 tells us, "Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Delight now, beloved, for the desires that have been placed in your heart are about to manifest in ways that surpass your imagination. And yet, as this union approaches, remain vigilant in prayer and gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier of manifestation. Speak thankfulness over your life even before you see the full manifestation. Say aloud, "Thank you, Lord, for the one you have sent to bring restoration, love, and divine alignment into my life." By doing this, you open the floodgates of heaven's favor and ensure that your union is anchored in faith and divine acknowledgement. Yes, beloved, I repeat it for your spirit to absorb fully. The delay was never denial. God was preparing the one who carries your restoration. Let this truth resonate in your soul. Your soulmate's approach is not random. It is intentional, strategic, and saturated with divine purpose. Every move they make, every word they speak, and every sign they reveal is infused with heaven's design. Child of God, consider the generational impact of this union. It is not just your life that will be transformed, it is your lineage. Your children, your family, and even the broader community will witness the power of God's orchestration. The blessings flowing from this divine connection will ripple outward, creating a legacy of faith, love, and prosperity. Isaiah 61:7 says, "Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance." This is not simply a personal blessing. It is a generational breakthrough. Now, let us dwell for a moment on the spiritual signs you will notice as this person approaches. Perhaps you will feel a sudden warmth in your spirit, an unexplainable joy in your heart. or the sense that someone is being positioned specifically for you. You may hear confirmation through dreams, divine visions, or prophetic words from others that seem to align perfectly with what God has been speaking to your spirit. Each sign is a breadcrumb leading you closer to the reality that God has prepared this connection meticulously, and as this person steps boldly into your life, remember this: it is not by chance that they carry wealth, status, or influence. God often equips the one He sends to bring restoration on multiple levels: spiritual, emotional, and material. Their presence will heal old wounds, restore what was lost, and elevate your life in ways that are both visible and invisible. 2 Corinthians 9-8 reminds us, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." Your union will be a living testimony of God's abundance and faithfulness. Take a reflective pause, beloved. Ask yourself quietly, could this be what I have been sensing in my spirit? Could this bold movement, this sudden courage, this unexpected arrival be the fulfillment of prayers whispered long ago? Let this settle in your heart and allow the confirmation to grow, strengthening your faith and igniting hope that has been dormant. And as we continue, hear these repeated affirmations: yes, beloved, your soulmate is coming. The bold move is theirs to make, and the blessing is yours to receive. Watch closely, for what has been hidden will now be revealed. Do not be distracted by appearances or timelines, for God's design is perfect and intentional. Let your spirit absorb this truth. It is the divine. Beloved, as we enter the final of this divine message, take a moment to settle your spirit. Feel the reassurance and peace that only God can bring. Heaven wants you to understand, child of God, that this is the culmination of years of waiting, prayers, and preparation. Your soulmate is moving boldly because the fear that once held them back has shattered. God Himself has cleared the way, removing obstacles and orchestrating circumstances so that this meeting cannot be delayed any longer. Now, hear this clearly: the approach of this person will carry unmistakable signs. You may feel an unusual sense of anticipation in your spirit, hear confirmations through prophetic words spoken by others, or witness divine coincidences that point directly to their arrival. These are not random events, they are heaven's fingerprints. Psalm 37-23 reminds us, "The steps of a good person are directed by the Lord. He delights in every detail of their life." Everything unfolding is perfectly timed and divinely guided. Child of God, the spiritual preparation both of you have undergone cannot be overstated. Every heartbreak, every season of loneliness, every moment of doubt has been purposeful. It has refined your character, strengthened your faith, and elevated your spirit. Your soulmate has walked a similar path, healing from past wounds, growing in wisdom, and aligning their heart with God's purpose. Together, you are now ready to embrace a union that will surpass all earthly understanding. And while the world may question age, status, or appearances, remember that God's plan transcends human logic. This person's wealth, their influence, and even the timing of their boldness are all part of a divine design to restore, bless, and elevate you. Isaiah 43-19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" What you are experiencing is indeed a new thing, a love perfectly ordained, fully prepared, and divinely assigned. Beloved, let us dwell on restoration for a moment. God is not only bringing a companion, but also restoring every area of your life that has been impacted by past delays, disappointments, or lack. Material blessings, spiritual growth, and emotional healing will flow through this union. 2 Corinthians 9:8 declares, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." This is not merely a personal restoration. It is a blessing that will ripple across generations. Reflect quietly now. Could this bold move be the answer to your long-awaited prayers? Let the confirmation settle deeply in your heart. This is more than a relationship, it is a divine partnership aligned for a higher purpose. Together, you will not only experience love, but also manifest God's will on earth through your combined influence, wisdom, and grace. And here again, beloved, yes, your soulmate's fear has broken. God has aligned their boldest move with your readiness. This is no ordinary encounter. It is divinely orchestrated and saturated with purpose. Every gesture, every word, every sign will confirm the divine nature of this connection. As you prepare to receive this blessing, continue to walk in gratitude. Speak life over your situation. Say aloud, "Thank you, Lord, for the one you have sent. Thank you for restoration, love, and divine alignment." Your faith, gratitude, and expectation are crucial elements that amplify heaven's favor, ensuring that nothing can hinder this divine union. Consider the generational impact of this relationship. Your union is not limited to your personal fulfillment, it carries legacy. Your children, your family, and even those around you will witness the supernatural hand of God moving through your life. Psalm 112:2 says, "Their children will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed." This is the divine ripple effect that heaven intended from the beginning. Child of God, as this final revelation settles, remember that God's protection surrounds this union. Spiritual opposition, doubt, and fear have no power over what has been divinely appointed. Ephesians 6:16 reminds us to take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Nothing can interfere with heaven's plan when God Himself is leading the way, beloved. Let this truth echo in your spirit. Your soulmate's boldest move is imminent, and you are prepared to receive with faith, love, and gratitude. Heaven is aligning, angels are orchestrating, and God is smiling upon this divine connection. The delay was never denial, and now your long-awaited blessing steps boldly into your life. As we close this message, I encourage you to act in faith. Like this video if it spoke to your heart, and type in the comments, "Blessed and ready," to declare your openness to receive God's divine plan. Subscribe to Angel Code Message channel for more spiritual confirmations and divine insight. Take a final deep breath, beloved, and let this truth settle in your spirit. The wait is over. The fear is broken, and the bold move is here. Your season of divine love, restoration, and purpose has begun. Walk into it with faith, with joy,